Hello, I'm Myron.
I'm Venessa. We are husband and wife working in real estate together.
Our daughter is 6 years old and our son is 3 years old. So they are both in the preschool now.
Working in real estate, we are quite busy. So a lot of people always ask how we cope with having two young kids and still having to go for many appointments and viewings. So we thought we'll make a video to share our struggles as working parents. We realized that mothers and fathers have different struggles. Like for me, right, as a mother, usually my struggle will be me being afraid that I don't have enough time with them. I wish to be there for them after school so I can nurture them, I can teach them spelling, I can teach them some things and spend some quality time with them. And also the worry that if let's say I don't spend enough time with them, then they will be closer to other caregivers. I will also be more concerned about their learning and their progress and their growth.
For me, I also want to spend time with my kids because if I don't spend time with them, like if I don't see them for the whole day, I'll feel guilty also. But also more importantly, I feel I have to provide for the family to make sure there's food on the table for them. And at this age, they are actually learning and at the same time exploring a lot of things. So I wish to be able to provide for them that chance to actually to go and explore, just to let them gain more exposure and also to narrow down in the future what they really love.
We need to manage our time well to make sure that we have enough time to work and enough time to spend with our kids. So we have to make sure that we create a timetable and we have to really stick to it. When it's time to work, we have to work, and when it's time to have fun with the kids, then we will also focus on them. And I think the advantage of working together as a couple is that if let's say it's time to focus on them, but there's something at work that needs our attention, then one of us can actually attend to it.
During the weekends, we will be both at our appointments or viewings. We will actually put the kids at a playground or a music class, ballet class, or even a gym class to keep them entertained, and it's something that they actually love to do. And we both believe in them having fun, but it also must be something educational for the kids, something that they can gain from it.
Another struggle of working parents usually is feeling overwhelmed because we have to work and then we have to spend more time with kids. So sometimes there's no me time. And sometimes as working parents, we have so many things to do. So we start to gain weight or feel like we cannot take care of ourselves.
So to deal with that, we will allocate times where, for example, when the kids are asleep, I'll go for my soccer games just to relax and have some me time.
And for me, I will exercise before they wake up in the morning. So at night when he goes for soccer, at least one of us is making them sleep. And then morning when I go and exercise, at least one of us can send them to school. But there are also times that we feel really tired, so sometimes we also skip. I will skip my spin class, and sometimes he will also skip his soccer because he feels too tired. We try to do as much as we can, but we also don't beat ourselves up over it because it's very, very hard to do everything perfectly. And people always say that they rather have a happy parent than a perfect parent.
So when we are feeling overwhelmed, we will take out a day in once every 2 weeks to actually go to the massage for a 1.5 hour body massage or even a facial together just to relax and have some downtime together. Another struggle that we both face also is that at times negotiating a deal for our client, then our kids are constantly at the side wanting our attention. Then sometimes I realize that unknowingly we get quite impatient. I think that's something also that we are trying to work on.
So if one of us gets impatient, right, then the other parent can take over. So instead of screaming and yelling at them, we'll just leave the room. And the other parent who is not feeling impatient can take over from there.
Another thing that I truly believe is that there's no such thing as a truly perfect work-life balance. You just have to integrate everything together to make sure that everything flows smoothly, because if you're too calculative on by 6 p.m. I must end work, then how can you even produce good results? If you put in more effort to work, then maybe say sometimes you have to OT 7, 8 p.m. but it's okay because it's work. But because by doing so, you are able to actually earn more money also. And in return, with that money, you are able to provide further for our kids, send them to additional classes, right? So I feel like it's a hand-in-hand thing which is very hard to differentiate. The line is very thin. And it's not only for the classes, but also things such as holidays. Just a simple meal at the restaurant in today's context is also not cheap. Even McDonald's is not cheap today. So all these things that we can provide for lah, with that extra hard work.